Hey guys, my name is Michelle Frederick with Matcha here in Kyoto, Japan, the birthplace of Japanese tea. Today we're going to take you on a tour and show you how we make our matcha. Let's get started. The first step in creating matcha is shading the tea leaves before the harvest. In springtime, around mid-April, the preparation for shading begins. As the new shoots develop, the tea plants are covered to diminish the sunlight. This technique softens the spring sunlight falling on the tender young leaves, not only to protect the young leaves, but also to make them produce more chlorophyll. Shading is also believed to promote the production of the beneficial components of tea. Shading is usually done for 3 weeks when the purpose is creating matcha. Here we have 2 tea leaves. The one on the left has been shaded, and you can see the difference in the color from the one on the right. In early May, when 5 to 6 new leaves have opened, the tea harvest begins. The tea is ready for picking when the young shoots develop into thin, broad, and vibrant colored leaves. The harvest of shade-grown tea will normally begin about 10 days later than that of regular unshaded plantations. For the highest quality matcha, the tea leaves are carefully hand-picked one by one so that they can be checked by the eyes of the pickers to ensure the best quality. While matcha can be harvested multiple times a year, producing the highest quality matcha is always from the first harvest in the spring. At Matcha, all of our matcha is from first harvest. These newly harvested leaves are taken immediately to the processing facility, and the first thing that needs to be done is stopping the oxidation by steaming and air drying. The raw leaves are placed on a conveyor belt which takes them to a steam room. They pass through a tumbling sifter and then a steamer. This steaming is another special feature of Japanese teas. This is a very brief steam, maybe 10 seconds, to stop the oxidation process and enhance the green color. The degree of steaming necessary requires long years of practice and experience. Oxidation of the leaves is then further blocked by air drying. These steam leaves will be conveyed to a giant blow dryer where the moisture from the steaming evaporates. The leaves are blown through huge nets and then fall individually on a conveyor belt going through a drying oven. The leaves pass slowly through the oven, thereby losing almost all of their moisture. In this process, they are reduced to about 20% of their original weight. The dried, semi-processed leaves are known as aracha. These leaves are then carefully packaged and stored in refrigerated units until needed. On demand, only the necessary amount of semi-processed tea leaves are processed into matcha. In the old days, these semi-processed leaves would have been stored in big barrels and kept at the tops of the mountains and temples to ensure its safe keeping under low temperatures until needed. That's why matcha was mainly popular among the wealthy and powerful. Processing into matcha. The required amount of semi-processed leaves are removed from refrigeration and chopped to uniform size. Next, the cut leaves pass through machines to separate the meaty parts of the leaf from the stems and veins. This process is carefully repeated many times until nothing but the soft tissue remains. After that, they pass through a static electric separator, which removes the tiniest bits of straw and old leaf parts. Processing removes all of the stems, veins, and old leaves, leaving only the soft tissue. The final product is known as tencha, which will then be ground into matcha. The volume of ready-to-grind tea leaves is about 1/10 of the original raw leaves. Stone grinding. Before being ground in stone mills, the tea particles are blended by the master to achieve the right flavor. The grinding room is kept at special temperatures, 40% humidity, and limited light for short periods during the day to monitor the grinding to ensure the perfect environment. The room must always maintain perfect conditions. The finest matcha for our customers is the utmost importance. At Matcha, the grinding is done on demand and as needed to ensure fresh matcha throughout the year. High-grade stone mills bring out the finest flavor from the tea leaves. The stones must be maintained in the perfect condition, and only specialized craft individuals are qualified to maintain the stone mills in their finest grinding conditions. From here, the selected leaf particles that took so much care and effort to produce are slowly and steadily ground into micron-sized particles of matcha. Each stone mill can produce only around 30 to 40 grams of matcha per hour. The freshly ground matcha is packed, sealed, and labeled for distribution to the Matcha Konomi warehouse in the United States. While the harvest is only done once a year, the grinding, packing, and shipping of matcha is repeated twice monthly, and this ensures fresh matcha for our customers year-round.
Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for future videos, and don't forget to give us a thumbs up and let us know what you think in the comments. See you later!